Hi and welcome. This is Maggie Rose bringing you your readings. Oh, what a night, darling. I'm done with all this humidity and drama. It's a little cooler today because the rain's sort of trickling from the sky. Is about the best we can say for it. Okay, let's have a look, see what's happening. Cancerians. See, it's me and the seas. I get the Cancerians and the Capricorns all to hell in my head. Okay, we're doing Capricorn. Capricorn, this is the time of the sun. Now it's a great time. It's a time when things can and will get themselves together, get sorted out. This is the time of looking at how things have come together. It's like, wow, I did this and this and this, and here's the result. This time is about taking a bow. It's about seeing what you have done. And you know, by looking back and seeing and acknowledging what you have done and how far you have come, this gives us the building of confidence. This is where self-esteem gets built. So it's extremely important, Hans, to look back, to become involved in where you've come from and what you've done. And, you know, and I don't mean look back in the misery, all the dreadful things that have happened. We all have sad, we all have bad, we all have tragic. It's what you do with that and what you learn from it and where you get to be. So this is your space in the sun. But you need to figure out and acknowledge how you got there. What you did to get here. Because once you've got this together, hun, you can make all things else happen. It's like you won't have to repeat the lesson because you'll be there. Aquarius. Oh, bless your hearts. Do you know, I think you Aquarians are going to be the death of me at times. It's like, okay, let's just charge in. Let's not just look at all the ifs and the buts and the ands and the maybe. Let's just do it. Okay. Just do it. This is a time when, yeah, maybe a bit reckless, maybe a bit like out there, maybe that bit different, but it's about doing that bit different. It's about moving that little bit forward. It's about taking that big step, and it's about doing that. Yeah, I can, because you can. So the best thing for Aquarius now is don't think, just do it. Because if you stress over it and put it on there and go, will I or won't I, you won't do nothing. The situation is do it, hon, just do it. Let's see where Aries are happening. Okay, Aries, this is a time when there are many things on offer. There are many cards on the table. There are as many directions to go as there are not to go. It may be a time of confusion where you're going, oh, is this the way? Is this going to work out? Is this right? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right track? Hun, the right thing is what's right for you, not what's right for everybody else around us. And we tend to have an inbuilt ability to put ourselves on the so-called right track anyway. Okay, and I know some of you are going to go, yeah, well, what? If I'd have known this and if I'd have known this, I wouldn't have done this or I wouldn't have seen that one. Well, you would have missed out on the good things and you would have missed out on the rough things. But every experience brings its own learning, brings its own joy, brings its own sorrow. It's about understanding that, hun. Every experience brings joy. Every experience brings sorrow. They're the two sides of the one coin. So for now, follow your heart. Hit your ears. Okay, let's have a look at Pisces. Pisces, well, hello. How many times can you burn the midnight oil and think you can get away with it? Well, I think you just might have tipped your burner over, darling. It's time to go, whoa. There's just too much happening in this life. There's just too many demands, too many this, too many that. And they're like, hello. It's about having a look at what's important. Look, if it's not going to matter 2 months or a year from now, why is it important right now? It's put this time and energy and heart area into areas that are going to be important 2 months down the track. You know the old saying, it won't matter if your floors aren't washed as long as your kids have got a colour. It's not going to matter if the dishes are done. You know, in relationships when you're older and your partner's gone or your partner's ill or there's somewhere that the whole link's not there, you're not going to remember the dishes you didn't do. You're going to remember the meals you shared together. You're going to remember the laughter. You're going to remember the joy. When your kids leave home, you're not going to remember the loads of dirty washing. You're not going to remember the unmade beds. You're going to remember the good times you shared together. You're going to remember the tears you cried. You're going to remember the hugs. So it's like, focus on what's good right now, hon. Don't overload yourself. Okie dokie. That's gone all philosophical at this hour of the morning. Bless my soul. Taurians. Okay. Can you change the past? No. So it's time to turn around and see what is in front of you and turn into the future. The only thing you can do from the past is learn from it. You cannot change it. You can, however, take the best of it forward. And taking the best forward means you're able to build a bridge to happiness. You're able to build a bridge that's going to open doorways for you and allow you to move forward. It's about coming out from the dark side. It's about lifting that cloak of sadness or that cloak of despair and knowing within your heart that you can move forward, that you can do anything you choose. This is a time for rebuilding. It's a time for looking to future joy, looking to future happiness, and understanding what you have to do to make that happen, okay, hun? Gem. Look out. This cup's not only full, it's overflowing. And because something's overflowing, you've got to understand it has to go somewhere, hun. It's no good holding everything to yourself. The more you give, the more you get. But it's like when something's bursting at the seams, it's got to go somewhere. Now, this is a hugely emotional time for you. You're torn between, for some of you, yeah, this emotional bursting at the seams will be strong, will be powerful, will be emotional. However, for others, it will be traumatic, it will be dramatic, it will also be very temper-based. So there's a space here for you guys to be gentle with yourself and hold. Just put everything on hold. Think about the emotional response. Don't allow it to simply overflow. Okay? Think about it. Capricorn, okay, I've done it again. Capricorn and Cancerians. This is a Cancerian. You two are so intermingled at this stage, not only in my head, but in whatever's going on. This is now, you're at the turn, the wheel is about to turn. The choices are yours, you can do what you need to do, and you can make things happen. What you have to do now is make decisions about what way you want your world to go, where you want it to come through, where you need it to happen in, because it's not going to happen on its own space, darling. You're going to have to put a plan into action. You're going to have to go, this is where I need to be, this is what I need to do to kickstart it, this is what I need to do to get there, okay? It's as simple and as hard as that. You just have to put that plan into action, because right now it's a starting point that will work very strongly for you and will give you the future direction you need. Okay, give a little, put a little in, get a whole lot out. That's the kind of feel around it. Leos. Well, Leo, the sun's shining on your parade right now. And this is good, because Leos love to be in the limelight. They like to strut their stuff and be whatever it takes. Okay, this is a new beginning for many Leos. This could be a new work area, a new learning area. It's a new beginning. And for some Leos, it's actually a physical new beginning, as in a new relationship or a new baby. Remember, babies sometimes have 4 legs, huh? So this is about accepting and being joyous and being open and knowing that, yeah, it's fine to strut your stuff. Absolutely fine to strut your stuff. Just go out there and do what you need to do, darling. Don't get big-headed and go, whoa, how great am I? I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you don't count, but how great I am, that counts. Okay, let's do Virgo, because I forgot them last time. Bless your hearts. And look, Virgo, it's you're coming back on this same roundabout of looking backwards. It's like, oh my goodness, there's been a lot of sadness and a lot of loss around this whole Virgo energy level lately. But it's understanding the cycle. It's understanding that, yeah, I've done this, been there, done that, come through it, can do it again, will do it again, because I ain't got no choice, hey? But it's about coming forward stronger. It's about coming forward in a more peaceful manner. This time around, Virgos, is about finding the inner peace, moving from the dark side of things, the sadness, to the inner peace. It's not exactly about being ecstatic how things are, but it's about being at peace with how things are and finding your own space in that peace. And it can be a tough ask at times, hon. So if you need to have a little sniffle, you have a little sniffle. If you need to throw a bucket against the wall, then you do it. Do whatever it takes. I remember I used to lock myself in the toilet when the kids were little and scream and scream and scream and scream. Came out good, never bashed the kids. Much? No, not really. I just screamed a lot. Okay, Libra. Libra, it's about home, it's about the hearth, it's about knowing what you want. Some Librans will move into very strong relationships at this time, and some maybe relationships they've been pushing aside, putting off, don't want to know, don't want to go there. Not all relationships are romantic. This is about other relationships as well as romantic relationships. It's about dealing with situations, but it's also about knowing that you can allow what you want or what you need into your life, that you have choices, that your choices are not in other people's hands. Okie dokie? Now let's have a look at our Scorpios. Wow. Look out. Yes, the financial thing is about to swing. It's like you've got the tools in your hands. It's like, wow. It's like, open your hands, darlings. Let everything flow. And, yeah, it's a bit like standing on the edge of a cliff and going, oh my God, am I going to fall off? Am I going to land? You're going to land. Trust me, you're going to fly. You ain't going to fall off that cliff, hon. You are going to fly. But it's about taking things step by step. It's about being practical. It's about keeping your feet on the ground. It's not about losing your temper. It's not about losing it. It's not about all that emotional stuff. It's about the practicalities. It's the practicalities that will see you through this. Okay? And that's where you need to be, darling, with the practicalities. Okay, let's see where we're going. We got our Sagittarians. Emotional. Hun, you can't hide forever. You've got to come out from behind this blindfold that you got on yourself as far as people are concerned. It's like, yeah, if I sit in this nice little safe space, nothing's going to get me. Well, hello. Something will get you. Sure as God made green apples, hun. Now, what is needed here is to understand the strength of your emotions. Sometimes Sag do not understand the strength of their emotions, and they will just keep going and going and going, but don't. I'm just telling the husband, give me 5. What you need to do, hun, is take control of an emotional situation, but in a peaceful manner, without the drama. This is a time for emotions to flow peacefully with no drama. But it's also a time to have some fun. It's also a time to relax. Okay? So take care, sweethearts, and I will be back with you very shortly, and we'll do it all over again.